And so final video review for this week is for Meant to Be Me by Wendy Hudson. This again was another Ylva arc that I had, and I was really excited to get this one actually. So I have just posted my Goodreads review. If you're on Facebook, it's below all the other videos, or if you're on YouTube, there is a link in the description below, and this is the video review. So Meant to Be Me by Wendy Hudson. I haven't read anything by Wendy Hudson before, and I must admit that's really bad of me. I met her very briefly at LCon and listened to her on a couple of panels back in August. And when she was talking about books she's previously written, I was like, these are books that I need to check out. They sounded so awesome, and they sounded like totally my thing. And they sounded, they sounded romantic, but a little bit dark and a little bit different. And I was like, yeah, I like things like this. I like controversial books. Like, I like anything that's very different, and Wendy's got a very different style. And she's one of those writers that if you haven't checked out her work, I really don't know what you're waiting for. She's one definitely worth watching and reading. Like, she's got a brilliant talent for creating like an engaging plot. And I know this is only the first one I've read, but I'm pretty sure the others are like it as well. And so if this is what those are like, then I know I'm going to like them instantly. So this story, it was very realistic, because it tackled something that I haven't read much of in this genre at all. I don't actually think I've read anything like it before. And so it was very refreshing and very realistic, and it really did capture my attention. I was drawn so much into the story that I was so addicted to it that I didn't really want to put it down. And it is a long book, because it's got like 59 chapters and an epilogue, which makes it sound mammoth, but it's really not. Some of those chapters, they're smaller, and they're to do with character point of view and perspective, to give you a deeper sense into the book, because we don't just see everything from main character Darcy's point of view. We see things from the other characters' points of view as well, so that is really great in there. Now, I'm hoping I'm going to say this right, because I remember reading it in the book. I think it's Ailey, and it's spelt, it's Scottish, I think, and so therefore I'm reading it, and how it looks is completely different to how it's said. And there is a bit in the book where it's spelled out for you, so it's great, because it means you know it then for the rest of the book. But my mind is probably like not focusing, so I think that's right. So Ailey and Darcy, they meet at the beginning, and I instantly in this meeting, I'm thinking, this woman's crazy, she's running in the snow. And they meet, and I just think, oh right, great, this is gonna be a girl meets girl type story, and there's gonna be obstacles, there's gonna be things for them to overcome, but they're gonna have this great sort of connection, and it's gonna be like I didn't know where it was going, just know it was girl meets girl, and I was like, it's gonna be cute, hopefully, and everything. And then it got Wendy's twist on it, and I knew, I was like, so this is what we were talking about at Elcon. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it, loving this. Because it deals with, a very intricate and engaging plot, including a stalker. So Darcy, she's been through so much. She's been through, as you start getting more and more of her out of the book, as you're reading like her character, and you're getting background, and you're getting information, you're learning just how much Darcy has really been through. And then she's got this stalker. Like, I mean, seriously, poor woman. Like, she's really unlucky in love, Darcy. That's why. That was my first impression, she's really unlucky in love, and she's not giving up hope. She really wants to find someone, despite the stalker issue. So she's got all this going on, but she's still trying to be, and that's where she's met Ailey, and she's, she's trying to put her heart out there. She's met this person, they had a little bit of a spark, albeit brief, and she wants to explore that. But, as life does, things keep getting in the way, and they end up coming back together in the most weirdest of circumstances, when all the action blows up in this book, because it gets really action packed. Like, it's so good. Like, this is what I mean, like, I can't say too much because it will give away way too many spoilers, and this is a mystery of a book that you really have to be reading and getting. And so if I start telling you too much, you won't, like, you'll lose the mystery element, and I still want you to have the mystery element. I had it when I read it, and it was brilliant. Literally so many twists and turns. There's a cast of characters that could literally be any of them stalking her. It could be anything, and you are, as a reader, completely gripped. And then you start reading things, you start questioning things, and you're like, oh my god, it could be, oh, could it be, God, there's so many questions that run through your head with this book, and then you will literally be addicted to it to the point you won't want to put it down, which is the problem I had. I did not want to put it down. Literally be like at that pivotal point in a chapter, and it'd be like, my lunch break's over. Why is my lunch break over? Why don't I have 5 more minutes? Why don't I have 10? Why don't I have 20? And it would be like, oh, and then it would be like this mad like need within you to like get home so you could like just get back into this book. Brilliant book. You are going to get completely sucked into it when you start reading it. And so, you know, it was gripping, and it just really combined romance and mystery and created this very unique, slightly darker book. And it gave, as a reader, it gave me such an intense experience. Like, just reading and experiencing it with Darcy, I really felt like I was there, and I really felt like I was going through a lot of what she was going through at exactly the same time, because it just felt so real, so very real. Some of it quite scary in terms of how realistic, like, it can all be portrayed, and like, you just think this can happen in life. This does happen in life. Like, people have this problem. So it's really great this sort of thing is being explored in our genre as well, and really being tackled sensitively, but still with all that excitement to keep you as a reader having a different experience reading a book, and intrigued and invested in the characters and their feelings and their happiness. Because Darcy, she keeps fighting. She keeps fighting on through it, and I'm so glad, you know, that she had her best friend Anya to support her, and I'm so glad she had Ailey to focus on for hope. And like I say, there's just so much in there for you as a reader to absorb and then process, and then just have your mind blown at the end of it. You will have your mind blown, like I'm telling you. Like, read this. Experience you'll have, it's amazing. And so if this is what Wendy Hudson's work is like, I'm dying to check out more. Like, I have to. Like, if she writes books like this, like, they're just brilliant. They're so controversial in terms of what they're dealing with, and that is just fantastic. Like I say, one of my favourite things. So it's a really thrilling romance, and if that's what you like, this is definitely for you. It'll literally have you on the edge of your seat the whole time you're reading it, and you're guessing, and you've got all these obscurities thrown at you as the reader, you know, curveballs, and they're throwing you off the scent, and you just like, you'll have the best experience reading this. Like, I swear to God. And then like Darcy, she's one of those characters. She's a wonderful character. So's Ailey, and you will fall in love with both of them. It's impossible not to. And you you'll have the most brilliant experience reading this book. I don't need to tell you. You just need to go and grab a copy. So if you want to go and grab a copy, I'll pop a link in the description so that you can. I really hope you do, because it's definitely worth checking out. Wendy's got a very refreshing way of writing, and it's something new. If you are looking for something different as well, that you want to check out something new in this genre, check out Wendy's work, because I'm sure you will love it. And so, if you have read Meant to Be Me by Wendy Hudson, please let me know what you thought of it. Again, I've said this about the other 2 books I read this week, and this one as well. I am dying to talk about them. I need to talk about them with people. They are fantastic. This one is fantastic, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. If you have got Meant to Be Me on your to-read list, or if you're interested in reading it, again, let us know, because it's always great to know who's interested in reading it. And if you do read it, I hope you love it as much as I did. Bye!